Now it's time to play some Charterstone, and well, obviously, it's no surprise to anyone, there's going to be some spoilers, but we will keep the spoilers at a minimum, basically because we will just play the first sort of introductory scenario. So even if you watch this video, you can still play Charterstone and have a lot of fun, of course, because you will only see how to set up the game and how to get started. Of course, if you don't want to see anything, then there's not much we can do about it, because that's how the game works. It's a legacy game, so yeah. But I hope that someone will have a use for this video anyway. If you're watching live now, or if you're watching this afterwards, you can get an idea on how to set up the game. And also, I am going to, before I start playing the game, I'm going to sort of, say it loud and clear. So if you just want to watch the setup and how to set up this game, then you can keep watching now, and then I will announce when okay, now it's time to start playing, and then you can, click stop watching if that's the case, if you don't want to see it played. So I think that will work out fine, and we will start going here, and we'll do the setup by the book, and then we will do the first scenario, the first game. Hey Doug, how are you doing? Yeah, it's going to be set up first, and the setup is pretty easy. I've been watching it, I've been checking this out a bit beforehand, so I was a bit more ready this time than I was with the Gloomhaven. That was chaotic. But anyway, so Charterstone is basically when you open it up, if you have seen, and I have, by the way, I have the English version now. I did an unboxing for the German version. I picked that up at Essen, and then I realized, oh, I can't handle this German because I don't speak German, and there was too much text to. I don't think you can play this game in a language that you don't understand. It's going to be too fiddly to go with Google Translate and everything. So I have the English version. I picked it up just a few days ago, and now we're ready to get into it. And when you open it up, you just see this. Well, the index box is over here, but that's all that you see. And then you're like, okay, where do I start? Well, the book tells you that you start with the index box. In the index box, this is a really nice one. I really like this, how it's made. This flip-up box, awesome stuff. You have all the cards. I just removed the plastic, but I didn't look at them. And then you have them in order from 1 to whatever it is. I don't know how many there are. And then you will go through it like that. And then otherwise here you have the character crest. So you will choose characters, and what I will do is I will play this sort of solo, but I will, in this first one, I will play me and Draco, so I will play 2-player, and then I will get into this whole extra leaflet here for the Automa, and I will get into the Automa later on, and I will do a video for that as well. Oh, hey Marco, yeah, Stonemaier is awesome when it comes to production value. So what you do is you pick a character, and I think this is just based on color. I don't think they are different from each other, which is a bit sad. I like it in games when they are. But so what I will do is I will just take the red one for myself, and I will take green for Draco as usual. And so we will try this out as a 2-player game and see how that works. And then the nice thing is, like, you can, the next time I play, I can add in 1 or 2 Automas. And then I might feel like, well, 2 Automas was too much, and I can remove 1. I really like that, you can sort of, it's sort of like Gloomhaven actually, where you can sort of change from game to game how many players you have, sort of, or how many. Because out here on the map, which is awesome, this is so beautiful, I love this map. So amazing. Oh, Marco, do you mean for Gloomhaven? Or for this one? Yeah, and so we will open the box for the characters. I think this game, I saw when Rado played it in his run through. He played it on 4 people plus an Automa. I think this type of game, because it's really interactive, because if I place a worker here, then Draco wants to go here, he will send my worker home. That means that I don't need to spend a whole round just taking the workers home. So I think this really benefits from being a lot of people, to be honest. But I will try it out as a 2-player game to start off, and we'll see how that goes, if it's good. So in the player box you have your meeples, basically. And then you have your box, and on the box you're also going to note stuff from game to game, like stuff that that carries over from game to game. So that's a good system as well. And so I have my meeples. Let's check them out. So we have... this is kind of funny, I think, in a way. Stonemaier choose to do it like this, because, you know, in viticulture you had the small and the big meeple, and the big meeple, the El Grande, or whatever it was called, El Jefe, he was different from the small one. So that's sort of, people expect that, okay, these two are different, but they're not, really, not in Charterstone. In Charterstone they're the same, just like, I don't know, an adult and a kid or something. So you have your 2 starting meeples of different size there. Then you have this marker, I think it's just for the points. And then you have a bunch of these influence tokens, I think they're called, and they will be used for different kinds of stuff here, depending on what we do. And they are sort of like a timer in the game as well, because when one player has used all their influence markers, then time starts ticking and the game end draws near. So the other players have to hurry up for doing their stuff. So it's a nice system, I think. I haven't played it yet, of course, but it sounds nice. I like it in games when you have the system of not set rounds. I mean, I can sight. In sight I think it's a bit too fast sometimes. I'm in my own world doing stuff, and oh yeah, the game ended. Wow. But I like it in games when it's not a set amount of rounds, but instead you have the players, depending on the players, can do things to affect when the game ends. That's a thing that I like. So Draco has his little green meeples here. He likes to be green as usual. And there we go. And so, let's see, then I think we will go for... I think the next step is go into the index box and go to the first card, if I'm not mistaken. And this is fun as well. I mean, there's a lot of rules that are not in the game yet, because, you know, it's a legacy game, so we will enter rules here as we go. I just love this stuff. I am in a campaign of Pandemic Legacy Season 2 with some friends. We're playing 3 or 4, depending on how many people can be there at a certain time. And we're done almost halfway. We're going to start in June, so it's so exciting. Just love the legacy stuff. I mean, this game you don't tear up the cards, which is both good and bad. I like it in Pandemic Legacy when you're like, yeah, it's gone forever. I just love the feeling of that. Right, so we have Arrival. So we have a bit of text here. I'm just going to read it out because it's interesting. So, the Immortal Forever King, that's a funny name, the Immortal Forever King has selected 6 citizens of Green Gully to start a new village far from the Eternal City. Congratulations for being chosen. How does it feel, Draco? You're chosen. Your goal is to bring the greatest glory to the Forever King, so you may rule the village in his name. After spending all day flying over the kingdom, the Zeppelin sets down... Zeppelin? Is that like a reference to the wind gambit for sight? I don't know. And the guards open the hatch for you and your companions. And here's the new world that we're discovering, of course. Unfold the game board, we did that, and it's either side. This is fun. If you didn't know this already, this is really cool system where we're going to play on this map. We're going to put out stickers. The board is going to change as we go. When I'm done with my whole playthrough, then my map will be different from someone else that played it. But then you can switch the board around. You have the same map on the other side, all fresh and new, and you can buy a recharge pack with the stickers, so you can do it all again. Because the cards that you get rid of, you don't tear them up, as I said, you just put them in an archive box, which was also in here somewhere. Yeah, we had an archive box here. Let's pull it out so we have it ready. Here at the side, just a box that we will put stuff in that it's gone from the game. So that's really cool. You can play it twice, and I am planning to do that. I'm planning to play it solo or / with Draco first, and then I will sort of, I don't know when, but when I can get a gaming group, maybe early next year, after the guys, my group has finished Pandemic Season 2 and so on, maybe we'll get a gaming group going for Charterstone, and then we can I can get a recharge pack and we can play it like on 5 people or something. That would be really fun. And of course then I will know some stuff, but Okay, so we have locate and open the Chronicle, the rulebook. Yeah. Peel the sticker off this card and affix it to the indicated space. Okay, yeah, okay. So right away we're going to put stickers out. And on space 6. Was there a sticker here? Oh yeah, this is a sticker. Cool. Indicated page 6, indicated space. Then play the Remnant in the Archive. Okay. Story 1, yeah. This is the first story part here. Let's see, I'm not that good with stickers, but then again, it's my game, so nobody can whine. There we go. That's good enough. We'll put this in the archive. Oh, I already love this stuff. This is so fun. Just doing this changeable stuff in the Legacy game. Okay, then it doesn't say so, but it doesn't say so, but I guess we go to card number 2 now. That's weird. They didn't say it. In these kinds of game, they should be over. They should say everything out loud, so you can't miss anything. Okay, story 2. Okay, the sun is setting as you venture outside. The location is a lush landscape of rolling hills, patch of trees, and a babbling brook. The guards unload a number of mysterious crates and forbid you to open any of them, except for the one labeled Scriptorium. Open it now. Okay, so we'll go into the Scriptorium. It's a huge box, and in this we have the game components. From what I understand, here we go. Here we have all the wooden stuff, and these look really nice from what I've seen on other videos. It's going to be fun to see those stuff. Oh, this is just pretty much standard. I think these are pumpkins. The color is yellow though, I don't know. But I think you can get like upgraded. Of course you can, since it's a Stonemaier game, you can get upgraded components as well. Which I will not do because, well, I don't think so at least. We'll see. It's all about money. So that was the research tokens for pumpkins. Here we have some coal, I think it is. Then we have the Charterstone die. Oh yeah, the site components, they look nice. They do. I don't even have a site, to be honest. I mean, I like site in some ways, but I have some issues with it as well. Anyway, here's a little round marker that we'll put out here, like that, on 2 players, because I presume they're just for people watching afterwards and learning how to set up. Here we have for 2 players. So depending on how many players you are, put it. And this is a timer for the game. When we get to the end here, like there, then the game ends. And we go to the next game, of course. So that was it for that. We have the Charterstone die. We'll just put it there for now. Then I assume that this is wood. Like that. Of course it's wood. Put these at the side of the board. Not that many resources or many stuff to have here. They are also limited, I learned when I read about this game, that there's not that many of each. I guess these are, what is this, like metal? Something like metal ore. Yeah, Doug, I feel the same way about Sight. Like, if someone asks me, do you want to play Sight, and they have a copy and they bring it up, I'm not going to say no most of the time. I mean, I like it. I give it like a 7, I think, on Board Game Geek. But there's something about it. I think it's the combination of a Euro style game with resource management and combat. I don't like the combat. I'm a Euro guy. Or actually, I like combat in some games, but then I want it to be sort of all about combat, or like more focused on combat. Not just, I have a 5, you have a 4, I win. Anyway, let's not bash Sight, because it's really well made, let's say that. Here we have some bricks, I think. I think these are bricks, or like clay. Yeah, it should be. And you don't need, I mean, I don't want to own every game. The thing is, I have this, I mean, since I have a solid game group, or actually like 2, sort of, and I play with them every week. If they have a game, there's no point in me having the same game as well. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, I'm stupid. Sorry. Here's the pumpkins. I'm confused. I'm gonna blame it on being a Swede. This is pumpkins, of course. Orange and looking like this. This is not pumpkins, come on. This is, what is this? Grain. Yeah, this is grain, of course. This is pumpkins. Yeah, sorry. Here we go. So, we have all the resources set up at the side here. Where's the focus gone? I don't know. That's weird. Was it because I was zooming? Come on, there we go. Yeah, now it focuses. So we have all that set up here. Yeah, I'm confused. The giveaway was fun, but at the same time, I felt a bit sad that nobody in the chat won. I mean, it just would have been cooler. I'm using a mobile phone right now, Samsung S5. So I really need to get myself a good camera. But that's one of the things I'm working on with the whole Patreon project and so on. I hope I can get a camera soon. I need to get a proper video camera, of course, because I have issues with the focus on this one. Anyway, it works okay, I guess. But for the live plays, it would be more fun to have a better camera as well. Have it all connected with the computer and so on, because then I could do some more stuff. I can have the chat up here, so people watching afterwards could see the chat. That would be fun. So, so we have the Scriptorium tuck box. Oh yeah, we have the coins as well. And I love this. This is metal coins. That is just so awesome that they send that in even bags as well. I love the stuff that you get metal coins from the start. You don't have to buy extra. That one I do appreciate. So thanks to Jamie for that. That is awesome. Come on, because that's something I would actually buy in games. I have that for a few different games like Viticulture and Seven Wonders and so on, because that's something I really appreciate, having metal coins. I hate some coins are good even in cardboard, but most of the time I just hate those little things. So here we go, nice solid heavy metal coins. Wow, that's just so great. And yeah, they're all the same, just the one. So we have the coins out like that. That's just so good. And that is everything. Okay, and then we will, then it tells us after we've taken out the resources, then it tells us extract card 3 from the index. So now it tells us what to do. That's good, but I'm a bit confused. Yeah, the first card told us to put the story cards in the book. Yeah, so we have been told that. So this is going in here as well. Story 2. There we go. Somewhat good. Good enough for me. And this goes to the archive. I will pull out card 3. I'll guess we'll just keep going like this for a while until we get ready to start playing. I guess it's just one card at a time. So here's number 3. And it's the group gathers around a large rock. You recognize it as Charterstone, just like the one at the center of Eternal City. Yeah, so we have a large rock here in the middle. I guess it's not that large. I don't know. This is like a rock there. Okay. The village is divided into 6 charters. Let's remove this for now so you can see it here. There's different areas called charters. And we're going to have one each, I think. I think we're going to name it as well. That's cool. Each player should now adjust their seating position to permanently select their charter. Yeah, here we go. Claim your charter chest, the box with your charter emblem. The text on it will explain later. Then open it to reveal these components. Okay, so we'll go in here. So where do we want to go then? Oh yeah, this is when, sorry, this is when we should have pull out these guys, because if we take a look here, like my box here, that I just took it because it was red, it has a marker there, which is the same one over there. So this is like my area. And Draco, where's Draco? He's over there. Okay, so that's good. 1 and 2, yeah. Then we might put like an automa down here or something for the balance. We'll see as we start playing. Yeah, we have workers, victory point token, influence tokens. Then we extract cards 200 to 205 from the index and match them with each player. For each inactive charter, place their persona cards in the charter chest. Okay. So basically, we'll pull out 200 to 205. Let's see what that is. Okay, so here's 200. We go to number 5. Yeah, these are the different characters. Yeah, okay, so that's Draco. And that's me. That's perfect. You're a girl, Draco. Lovely. Okay, so let's see, what does it say? Match them with each player. Okay, so we have we have our cards. Inactive characters place their persona cards in their charter chest. Okay. So that are these. So like we place the blue one in here. I guess if we add them later on, then we have the card here, yeah, ready. Together with the meeples. And we have gray one. Like that. And pink, purple. And yellow. Like that. Okay, so that's done, and then we're going to name their persona on the card. This is who you are for the campaign. Alright. Well, why change anything up? Let's just go with the usual stuff. So I'm Neromas. And we have Draco. There we go. How cute is that? I love the graphic in this one. I mean, the artwork is so nice. Okay. And then we'll put this one in the rulebook. And that's a story 3. This goes in here. In the archive, so it's gone, and then we'll go to, what did it say? I guess it said card number 4. Yeah, card number 4, of course. I'm just gonna check just to be sure. So, card number 4. And then, when the gods leave, you scout your charter for your first charter building. The village will rely on access to basic resources to survive, grow, and prosper. Extract cards 5 to 10 from the index and give each player the card that matches their charter. Set aside, okay, so we'll do that first. So 5 to 10. So 5, that's purple. Gray. Green, that's Draco. And red is me. And the blue one. Yeah, so you can be... What did I say? 5 to 10. Yeah, that's the yellows. Yeah, you can beat 6 players, of course. Which is nice. I like that you can... That's that many players supported. So these are inactive, and let's see what we do with ours. So... these cards features basic resource buildings, where players will place workers to gain one of the indicator resource. Each player removes the building sticker from the corresponding card and affixes it permanently to any plot in the charter. Buildings must be oriented in the same way as all other buildings on the board. Each player keeps their constructed building card face up in front of them as they'll need it later. Okay, yeah, so I'll take mine. And I'll look at my charter over here. And now I'm going to place this building somewhere here. So let's just put it up. Let's just put it close here to the market, sort of, where we'll probably be using a lot. Now I'm putting it. Oh, that wasn't smart. Oh, come on. I fix this. I shouldn't put it over the board up there because then it would be hard to. Come on. Probably sticks pretty good. Wow, I don't want to mess this up. Oh no. Well, you know what? It's there. You know what I'll do? This was stupid. Don't do this. This is why I do this video, so you can learn what not to do. Don't put it over here because we're going to fold the board, right? I'm just gonna go like this. There, so I just cut it in two, so now I can't fold the board. But you learn from watching Board Games with Neravas making mistakes. Could have just put it to the left here. Okay, it's out. Let's not do the same thing with Dracos then. Because Dracos is going out here on his charter. Yeah, Marco. It's a lot of fun stuff going on. So let's see, okay, here's the board. Okay, let's not do that then. So let's put it, well, this actually says forest. I think maybe it should be closer to the forest then. I should have been closer to the clay pit, perhaps. That would have been more thematic. I don't know. I'll put it up here. There we go. This Draco's forest building, so we can go here. These are worker placement spots. Okay, and then we'll keep the cards. This I learned from Rado watching. I mean, you have like, this is like a box, so we can turn this in to open a new card and so on. That's kind of cool. And Draco has his stuff over here. He has his box, and now we go to the card 11, and this goes into the manual, of course. That goes to the archive. This is story 4, okay. So there we go. Now we go to 11, which is the next one. And this is for fewer than 6 players, okay. Regardless of the number of human players in any given game of Charterstone, there are always 6 founding villagers, each operating a different charter. A charter not controlled by a player is called an inactive charter, but is still very much part of the growing village. If there are fewer than 6 players, affix each remaining building sticker to a plot in the indicated inactive charter. Place their constructed building card on the advanced map for now. Oh yeah, okay. This part, I think I know what I'm doing in. So basically we have, because over here we have this board, it's called the advancement map. So what we'll do is we'll take these inactive ones, like the yellow over here, and we'll put this field, basic field, we'll put it out here, like that, and then we'll put the card over here, because we can get those cards, because they are also boxes. So we take the blue one is over here. This is like a cave, so let's put it in somewhere. Yeah, let's put it here then. You know what I just realized, guys? There's actually squares out here. I didn't see that at first, but there's actually tiny marked squares here where we can put stuff. So they already thought about this. They thought someone is going to be stupid enough to put it over the line, so let's make squares here so people understand that, which of course I didn't anyway. That's just so fun. Okay, here we have the gray one. So put it in a square, then it's a mine. Let's have it close to this mountain range here then. And then we have a garden finally for the purple one. Like that. Okay. So everything is set up, I think, in terms of stickers for the first game. Now we go to the next step, which is to the game will soon introduce a way for inactive charters to grow, but if at any time you would like these charters to act like human players, please read the Atoma rulebook. Yeah, so the Atoma might come in here later on in my game 2 or whatever. This is necessary for solo games, but we recommend that 2-player games only consider Atoma after game 1 or 2. Yeah, exactly, that's the recommended stuff, that you don't put the Atoma in right away. That's why I'm not doing it either, because there's a lot of stuff to get used to here anyway. So, and this goes into story 5, and then we'll get the next card out. That is not perfectly placed at all, but it's not that important, I think, for me. So, 12, here we go. Extract cards 206 to 218 from the index. Place 8 assistant cards on the advancement mat and the 5 objective cards on... Okay, let's just take the cards and we'll figure it out. So 206 to 218. We go back to where we were earlier. 20... Oh, here's 206. Well, there's going to be a bunch of them here. 218. That one. These are the cards that we need. And let's see. So these are assistant. 8 assistant cards on the advancement mat. What's the advancement mat though? Oh yeah, it's the one. Yeah, it's the one over there. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 assistants. Yeah, it's this back here. So we'll place these over at this one. There we go. And then the 5 objective cards on the objective map. And these are objectives that we start off with. We're going to pull out 3 of these, I assume. We were going to shuffle them, yeah, okay. Open the Chronicle and proceed. Yeah, you need to be careful in the setup. I mean, I messed it up a bit there with the placement of the stickers, but it's my solo game. It's only I that care. Okay. Let's see. Proceed with the setup instructions. Okay, players who haven't read the rules in advance explain a player turn. I already know that from watching Rado. The buildings in the commons, the cloud port, and the reputation track. When you're ready to begin game 1, extract card 13 from the index. Place this card in the archive without removing the sticker. Okay. So on this one we shouldn't remove the sticker. That's interesting. Why shouldn't we do that? Okay. Well, we should put this in the archive and pull out card 13. No. And so, we have an important part of game 1 is for each player to use the Charterstone building. This will let you unlock the crate shown on your constructed building card. Yeah, it's this one, the crate here. And the Charterstone building is the one in the middle here. And that's where the die is as well. And what you do also, I saw this on some other video, you roll the die to see who goes first. So it's red, well, that was good, it's me. Yeah, so you need to go over there, but you need to pay 2 wood and 4 gold in order to get 5 points and get to open a crate. And to find out which crate you're going to open, you have like an index over here as well. So let's say I go over there, which I will do soon. I'll open the 4, then we can just check that 4 is these cards, 73, 74 and 280. That's the cards that I will be getting once I do that. So that's a nice system there. Okay, is that it? Yeah, let's begin the game. Set this card aside, refer to it for the first time a player unlocks a crate. After the first crate is unlocked, extract card 14 from the index. Okay, This goes to the archive, and once someone opens that, we go into the next card, which is card 14. So then we're ready to start playing, actually. That was 35 minutes. Oh, hey, Sarks. That was 35 minutes of setup. Not too bad, to be honest. Yeah. We should shuffle these, and we should put out 3 objectives for this game. So we have one objective, which is to pay your dues, have at least 3 influence tokens on the quota track. And the quota track is like up here. Let's see if I can zoom in on that. It's like it's a place we can go. We can go to the cloud port, put our influence markers out here, and get like points and stuff. I think we can trade resources there as well. I'll read up on that when we get to it. But that's one. Oh, there we go. That's one goal. One of the objectives is to have done that 3 times. If we do, yeah, I think we'll put a marker here or something. We'll figure that out. Then we have the amass wealth. Have at least $6. We each start with 4, so that shouldn't be too hard. And helping hands is have at least 2 assistant cards. Yeah, the assistants we get from up here, we can sort of hire them to help us out. They are like they give different kinds of benefits having an assistant. We'll shuffle this because it's assistants, and it's also all those crates from the 4 players that are not here. We can pick those up as well. Then we put out cards here, so we have, oh, here's a crate. We can pick this up, and if we do, then we can go to the Charterstone square, and then we can open new, well, get access to new buildings and so on. Here's an assistant. Whenever you use the grandstand, okay, the grandstand is over here. Oh yeah, the grandstand is this. It's like declaring that I have finished. I have 6 gold. I can put a marker up there. If you have this assistant before that, then you gain 1 reputation. I don't know how reputation works in this game, but anyway, so she's out there. We have an assistant that is whenever you advance the progress token, gain 1 VP, and the progress token is, I think, this little guy over here. That is going to sort of, yeah, this is progress. This is how the end game ends, and this advances when we build a building, when we open a crate, and when we sort of, what's it called, grandstand, when we declare that we have finished the objective. Now this moves, if I make it move into a space that has something here, I will get like a bonus, and so on. I'll get something out of it. It's also the timer for the game end. So here we go, another card. We have another assistance. After you use the Charterstone building, that's the one with where we open boxes. We get 2 VP. This one is kind of cool. We'd like to pick this one up before we go over there then. And finally another assistant, which is whenever you use the Zeppelin, gain 2 victory points. Oh yeah, the reputation track is up here. This is the reputation track. This is a way to get points as well. The Zeppelin though, how does that work? I don't know. It's over here. Oh, okay. So the Zeppelin costs 3 wood, 4 resources of some kind, and I guess it lets you build a building. Looks like the building symbol, and you get 5 points. Okay. I love just sitting and guessing in games. But everything is set up. We have these set up. We have the board set up with the stickers, even if they are a bit funny placed. We have our workers ready. And we are ready to start playing. But let's have a quick, just I read the rules, but let's have a quick recap here. So we did the setup. Let's just go over this so I don't miss anything. General supply, 3 random objective cards, yeah. Yeah, the progress token is set up down there. The guidepost, there is no guidepost in game 1. Okay, there is no. So what am I looking for? First player, yeah, it's me. Personal supply, we get our persona card. which is this guy. The building that we constructed. 2 workers, 12 influence tokens, and we also start with 4 of these lovely metal coins. So we have 4 of those coins each, like that. And there we go. And then we have, let's see, influence tokens. Once they are placed, they cannot be removed. We have the advancement mat. During the campaign, several different types of cards, all with the same back, will be unlocked and shuffled with the discard pile into the deck of advancement mat. They are collectively called advancement cards, and they are part of the general supply. Some buildings provide a specific type of card as their benefit. So how do we get those once again? Well, I guess it's this, right? We go to the market, we pay a coin and 1 resource of our choice, and then we get to pick one of these cards here, and then we refill once someone has taken an assistant or a box over there. So that's that. Yeah, when we build new buildings and assistants. Yeah, we're going to name the assistants as well. That's kind of fun. Yeah, okay, and then we have player turn. Okay, so let's start. I'll start on my player turn. What I can do here is place a worker from my supply to a building on the board, or retrieve all of my workers from the board. So that's basically if I put both my guys out, then I do need to spend a whole turn just taking them back. And if I place it on a building if Draco is already here at the market and I place my guy here, Draco will get to go home for free, which is awesome. And that's also why I think you should be more players than 2 actually, but we'll try it out. We have to pay the cost. It's to the left. The cost is on the left of the building, and then to the right we get something. If we go to the mine, it doesn't cost afterwards. Now I have a problem with the connection. There we go. Yeah. So we have, let's go through these. We have the Zeppelin, where we pay 3 influence tokens. Oh, that's the marker. Yeah, it's not wood. I'm sorry. 3 influence tokens, plus the 4 resources shown on the building that we're constructing, and then we build the building. Yeah, we get 5 points. At the Charterstone, we pay $4 and 2 influence tokens to unlock a crate. I'm not sure where we place those influence tokens, but we'll figure it out. And in the grandstand, we place 1 influence token on the card, actually, that's the one that we are bragging about making, to score 5 points. And on the treasury, we pay 1 resource to get 1 coin. And in the market, we pay a coin and a resource to get a card from the advancement mat. Alright. So, what do I do first? I mean, I could just go, let's see, to do the Charterstone action. I have my 4 coins. I could just go and straight away unlock this box. Why wouldn't I do that though? Well, then again, it would be nice to first get the girl over there, the assistant that gave me 2 points when I do that. So I think I'll head over to the market first of all, where I'll pay. Well, now I'm paying a coin, right? And I'll pay 1 resource of my choice. I don't have any resources, so I need to start getting those first. Okay, so where do I go then? And now I gotta start thinking, like, where does Draco want to go? Because I want to go to the place that he's going to go to, so that my guy gets sent back. I have no idea where Draco is going to go. He is a mysterious little dragon. It's hard to tell. He has a good poker face. So let's just go over to the my own building, sort of the clay pit. I'll pick up 1 clay, or a brick as it looks like. And that was my whole turn. Now it's Draco's turn. And Draco, now he doesn't want to go there, because then he will benefit me. And I think Draco will take the route of, he will just go straight for the Charterstone here. I'm not really sure what the die is used for, but we'll figure that out as we go. So he'll go there and he'll pay 4 coins. That's all of his money that he started with. And he'll pay 2 what's it called, influence tokens. And as he's doing that, we should pull out the card, the next card here from the index, right? First time anybody does that. Which one was it? Was it 14? No, it wasn't. Let's check which one it was. It said here earlier, like the first time. Extract card 14 from the index. Yeah. Okay, after the first trace is unlocked. Rule 19 the first. Okay, yeah. Rule 19 the first time this happens. Okay, let's go there instead. Rule 19 is where we're going. And it's over here. Unlocking a crate, okay? So, Draco, he's unlocking a crate. He's using the Charterstone building to access the content in a crate. Pay the indicated cost, he did that. Now we refer to the index guide printed on the index typos to determine the components to extract. He gets 5 victory points, as we can see on the board as well. So let's put him up to 5. And place the constructed building card in the archive. Okay. Alright, so Draco, let's see what he's doing. He has the box number 3. So that means, I still don't understand where to put these though. Why didn't it say that? Oh yeah, I think it's over here. We have like a guidepost square over here. I think this is where you place your markers when you use them. I think Rado did it like that. I'm not sure, but I think it was like that. Anyway, he has box number 3. We go to the index chart and we'll check out number 3, and that tells us to open 58, 59, and 258. So let's check that out. So 58, 59. So these are the new buildings that Draco has and that he now can construct. Because Draco is starting out with the forest to get wood, right? He gets sort of wood using buildings. So it's sort of, he ties in. So I guess if the purple player does this with his starting card, then he will get something that will improve the mine and get more coal, or some usage for the coal basically. So Draco has 2 new buildings that he can construct. We have a cost for constructing them here. Plus, remember, when he wants to construct something, he has to go to the Zeppelin and he has to pay 3 of his influence markers as well. And when they run out, that's the timer for the game. That's how the game progresses. So yeah, let me do it like this. I mean, if Draco builds a building, these are really starting to, run short. So that's how the game is timed. But Draco has 2 new buildings that he can build. It's the lumber mill, that you can go and spend an influence marker to get 2 wood instead of the 1 wood you can get on his forest. And once he has built this, I can go there as well. So he has the wood market where he can spend a wood to get a coin and get what is it, like shipping? What is it called? Here on the back of the book we have all the reputation, it's called. Yeah. So then he will get some reputation, and when he gets reputation, he needs to place a influence marker up there as well. And it starts like over here when you're 2 players, and then moves up, and whoever has the most here gets points in the end, if I remember correctly. So he has the lumber mill and the wood market that he can construct. These goes to him, and then we also should take out, what was it, 258. That's really far away here. 258. Oh, that's a carpenter, a persona. And after using a building with a wood cost, gain 1 VP. As you can see, it's the same girl, right? So now in this game, Draco is just this plain, girl. But then in the second game and third and so on, he can choose to play with this persona, the carpenter. And that means after using a building with a wood cost, he gains a victory point. So he can sort of focus on being good at using lumber buildings. And then I think you will pick up more of these as you go, and then every game, when the game starts, you choose one that you want to play for this game, so you can focus on different things in different games. That's a really fun system. So Draco has this one, but this goes into his box, if I recall correctly. Let's see. I think it said that on rule 19. Yeah, shorter chest. So Draco now will put it in his chest, his box here, and now for later on, he has the persona of being a carpenter. There we go. So you sort of start to change, like you start out the same, but then as you play the game, you become good at different things, which is a nice system, in my opinion. So that was it for that. Put the box away. Draco did that. He got his points, and he's happy with that. And now it's my turn. And now I can't even do this now. Well, I can. But my goal, remember, oh yeah, this card goes to the archive, by the way. This is used, the number 3 box here. Remember, my goal is to get an assistance before I do that, so I get some extra points. I am using the board games with Nuramas Cup, of course. The old version, there's a new version that you saw in the giveaway that looks better. I don't have one of those myself yet, for some reason. Anyway, where do I want to go? Well, if I want to pick up that, if I want to go to the market, I can do that now. So I'll go to the market, I'll spend a coin and a resource, and I have my clay here. I'll spend those to be able to pick up one of these cards over here. I could pick up another box, so I could get new stuff that I can build, right? But I want to have this, what's it again? Oh, here she is. I want to have this girl here that lets me, when I use the Charterstone building like Draco just did, then I'll get 2 VP. So now I have an assistant, so she's following me around. She's in my team here, and she's going to help me get some extra victory points. And when I do that, I also refill this board over here, so we get a new card, and that is another box. That's one of those inactive players or charters. That's sort of, since we're not playing 6 players. Okay, so that was my action. Now it's Draco's turn. Let's see, now he wants to build these new buildings, of course, because that's fun. I think he wants to, yeah, I think he wants to do this. He wants to build the wood market, so he can use wood to get coins and reputation. That's a good question, Marco. Marco is asking if you can have more than one assistant. I think so, but let me look it up if there's something about it here. I think you can. Assistant. There it is, assistant cards. You can gain a face-up assistant card from the advancement map by using the market. Whenever you have an unnamed... it doesn't say that you can only have one. So I assume you can have more than one. And speaking of which, also reminded me, I need to name this girl something. So what do you think her name should be? Oh, hey Saluk. Okay, that sounds cool. Saluk is telling us here in the chat that he's on game 3. But he doesn't like losing. How were you playing 2 players? Or are you using a Thomas as well? Oh, also in the chat, tell me what should she be named? All right, 2 player plus 2 Thomas. Yeah, I only started now the first game just trying out with just 2 players, but I'm going to add the Thomas as I go. And I'm playing 2 players solo, sort of, because it's, I'm playing with Draco as well. He's in the game. But that is interesting. Mara, okay. Well, that's the first suggestion. Let's call her Mara. So Mara is my assistant innovator. That's cool. Oh, Doug, you were too late. So next one is Dysonessa. Next girl we name. Oh, the automas are tough. Yeah, it was like recommended that you don't play with the automas for your first game, and that's probably why, because the automas will probably just beat me. Or us, actually. Okay, so that was... now it's Draco's turn. So what does Draco do? Well, he wants to build a wood market, as we talked about, and then he needs 2 wood, 1 grain, I guess that is, and 1 steel. So he'll just start. Draco is just going to collect a lot of stuff now, and he's also got to think, what am I going for? But he doesn't know what I'm going for yet. So I think I'll just go over to his forest. He'll get 1 wood, start off. There we go. Yeah, Doug, that's a good name, actually. That's a really good name. But now she's called Mara. We'll see how it goes for the next one. Okay, so now it's my turn. Well, let's see. Saluk is asking, "Are you just playing by yourself and making the best of?" Yeah, yeah. Like if you haven't watched my channel, I always play. It's always me and Draco. We play two-player games, and I mean Draco he's smart little dragon, of course, but his little pawns he can't really use the stuff out here on the board, so I help him out. But of course, I'm playing as if it was, to be a bit serious, I'm playing as if it was two different players. I'm playing for myself and for another player. So I'm making decisions. I mean, I do stuff that let's say I play a game where there's like take that cards. I do them against myself, sort of. So I'm imagining being two players because that's. I mean, most of the time I can't play games solo. And also it's interesting for people to see. A lot of people play like with their spouse and so on. It's nice for people to see how games are played with two players. Anyway, Draco did that. It's my turn. The only thing I can do is to take these guys back home. So that's a bit boring turn, but that's how it goes. Since nobody sent those guys back home. Okay, and then yeah, Gloomhaven I'm doing solo, but with multiple characters, of course. But in my run-throughs I always do two-player or three-player even. I might have Martin or some other friend with me, and then Draco plays as well. So we play three players and so on, which is really fun as well. Okay, then it's Draco's turn. He can only go home, so that's it. It's really fast. And now it's time for me again. And now I need another coin. That's the thing. And where can I get coins? Well, here in the treasury, but then I need to sell something. So I need to pick up something. And now, this is interesting. Now I know that Draco is after these things here because this is open information. If I can go somewhere where Draco needs to go, then again, in a two-player game, he can just avoid me. So yeah, I guess it doesn't happen that much. But I need a resource of any kind, and since I know Draco needs more wood, I'll just go over to the forest too. Because for me, it doesn't matter which kind of resource it is. I can just sell any resource there. So I'll take a piece of wood. Draco's turn. He's not going to bump me, of course. So instead, he'll go for the grain over here in the fields. I'll get a grain. This game is really quick turns. I really look forward to playing this game with like 5 people in the future, because I think it will go boom, boom, boom really quick, yeah, unless people start thinking too much, like some of my friends do. But anyway, now it's my turn, and now I have that. I'll go to the treasury and sell that wood that I just picked up for a coin. And I mean, there's a lot of just going back and forth in this game, of course, but I like that in games. I like these kind of worker placement Euro games, so. And now it's Draco's turn, and now he needs a steel. Where do you get that? Oh, over here in the cave, of course. You get a piece of steel, and he's getting close to having what he needs. Yeah, Viticulture is an awesome game as well. I think, well, I haven't played this one enough to judge it, but right now Viticulture is my favorite Stonemaier game. Okay, and then it's my turn, and I'll have to go back home, which is really quick, just like that. Draco needs to go home. Wow, it goes really quick. I hope you can get more workers later on in this, because having just 2 is quite low. So Draco went home, it's my turn again, and I now have my coin, I have everything I need. Now I'll go to the Charterstone, I'll pay 4 coins. And I'll pay 2 influence markers. By the way, since you're here, Saluk, could you tell me, or am I supposed to place the influence markers that I use over here in this box? Where's the focus now? I assume I am supposed to do that. Come on. Because I don't see anywhere else to like put them away. And then I get to open my... Okay, well, where do you place them? or what is the guidepost? Maybe you should use the guidepost for something else. I thought the guideposts were for placing them. Or maybe just just put them aside, I don't know. Ah, okay. In a messy pile. Alright, so I'm opening box number 4, and that means that I'll get 5 points. But I have Mara, I get another 2 points. That is awesome. Now that's a way for me to get ahead of Draco, like, because we're doing the same thing, but I got 2 extra points because I went to the market first. And now let's see, we have the chart thing here. Yeah, opening the boxes are the cool stuff. So number 4, but I assume I'm going to get a better clay pit, basically. It's more exciting later on, I think. So 73, 74, and 280. So 73, 74. 73, 74. Yeah, I got a brick market where I can spend brick to get a point and a gold. That's nice. And I can spend an influence market to get 2 bricks over here in the kiln. Okay, that's cool. New buildings to build. And I also have to open 280, right? That's like a persona, I assume, or something. Because it's over in this part of the box. Yeah, the mason. Yeah, this fits together. I guess it's the same for all characters. So after using a building with clay, cost gain 1 BP. It's just the same that Draco got, but this is for my character instead, because I'm the clay guy. Draco is the wood guy, basically. Or girl, actually. I'll put this in here, in my box. I'll put the number 4 box in the archive, because that's out of the game. And yeah, that was it. Now I have some buildings to build, and now I need to get myself some. Let's see, which one would I want to build first? I think I want to go for the kiln first, so I can get a bunch of clay. That will make it easier to build this one. So I need 2 clay, 1 coal, and 1 grain. That's going to take a while. But it's Draco's turn, and I think Draco, he wants to, let's see, he still wants, he has some stuff now. So he's going to build this one. And he only needs 1 more wood to do that. Yeah. So he'll go over to the wood, but he'll take his wood. But we've forgotten something, or I've forgotten something. When we did the what's it called? The Charterstones, we should have moved this marker, the progress. So first Draco did it, right? And then I did it. When I did it, I got a free reputation here, which is kind of nice. The game marker, the game ends. That's what I'm doing now. When Draco did his opening a box, this marker moves, and then when I did my opening a box at the Charterstone, it moves, and once it gets over here, the game ends. Also, if we build a building or sort of brag about that we completed a mission, that's when it moves as well. Or if any one of us run out of these influence markers, then every time it's our turn, this one will tick on. It's like a timer, like in Clank or something, when someone made it out. Anyway, I got a free reputation here, which means I will get to put one of my influence markers up on the reputation track at 2 players. And we have a scoring here, so whoever has the most markers here at the end of the game gets 10 points, I think, and then the second one gets 7 points. Maybe there's some different rule for 2-player game. I'll look that up at the game end, but it's good to have the markers up there anyway. So that was my action, and we moved that. Sorry, the mason goes to me, like to my box. So the next time I play a game, I can choose to be the mason instead of just being plain old Niramas. That doesn't have any special persona abilities. The mason has special abilities. And since I will get more of those as the game progresses, then I can choose, like, do I want to be the mason this game, or do I want to be someone else? Because they have different benefits depending on what I'm planning to do that game. So that's an interesting sort of take on making factions or characters unique. So that was my action. Now it's time for Draco. Now he has all the stuff he needs to build a building. So this is exciting, of course. He goes to the Zeppelin, where he has to pay 3 of these influence markers. I'll just put them over here. He has to pay 4 resources of some kind, and then you look at the card, and in this case it's 2 wood, 1 grain, and 1 steel. That's what he has to pay, and he has all that because he's been a busy little dragon picking all this stuff up out in the world. That means he gets to place this wood market. This is so cool. I love this. A worker placement game where you get new places by stickers. Oh, that's so awesome. So he'll place this somewhere out here. I'll just place it over here. I guess not on the board. Not on the... I was almost going to do it, but then I just realized, no, let's not put it over the edge there. There we go. He has a wood market. Now anyone, even me, of course, other players can go here to spend 1 wood to get a coin and a reputation. So that's good. And he gets to keep this one because remember, he can go to the Charterstone now and open 24 because he has a new box. So that's a nice system. So, and when he builds a building, he also gets 5 points. And also, when he builds a building, the progress marker moves on. And now he will move on to this little marker here, the circle. This is like income, but it doesn't happen in the first game. I guess later on we will get stuff so that we can have income as we do stuff, but he doesn't get anything now. So that's it for Draco, and now it's my turn. And I'll just need to go around pick up stuff, right? I need so much stuff. I'll start here with the brick. So I get that. And now Draco will have to go home with his guys. And what is he going for now? Well, yeah, he went home. It's my turn. I have to go home. Now it's Draco. And now I think he will... Now he wants wood, of course. But he also wants to build his other building, the lumber mill. Or he could aim for getting money and do the open a box again. So let's see. I think Draco wants to open boxes. That is exciting. So he needs to gather some cash. And the best way to do it for him now is to get wood, sell the wood over here, where he gets 1 cash, 1 money, and also reputation. That's a good combo there. But of course, he has to pay 2 influence markers over at the Charterstone. So he has to make sure that he has 2 left here, so he can do that. Okay, so Draco needs some wood. He'll go over to the forest. He gets a piece of wood for now. Now it's my turn, and I think... Well, I need more clay, so let's just keep going to the clay pit. And then I have my 2 that I need. Draco is now going to the wood market to sell his wood to get 1. I just realized something. Draco could go here with his other pawn, send himself back. You can do that as well. You can send yourself back. Okay, so he went there and he'll get a coin and he gets to place 1 of these influence tokens on the reputation track up here. So ahead of me, like that. Now we're tied for having the most. And yeah, that was Draco's turn. Now it's me. Well, I need some grain, so let's go over here. It's really simple, this game. In the beginning, Draco goes home. I'll go home, and it's Draco's turn. Yeah, thank you, Marco, for watching and all. And yeah, thank you so much, and have a good night's sleep, and I'll see you another day. There's going to be a lot of live plays during December, so I hope to see you in them as well. And yeah, I went home. Draco's turn. Draco is going to head off to... He still wants gold, of course, so he'll just keep doing this. It's a bit boring, but I guess he'll just keep doing this thing. Oh, wait, let's look up the cloud port. You can trade and so on as well. I want to know how that works. So I don't remember how that worked. You sell 1 commodity to the general supply. And you get 3 points, and you also get another point or reputation depending on where you go. So can you go like wherever you want, or do you have to go in a certain order, I assume? I'm thinking like near or far or something, we have to put them in a certain order. Well, it just says that, basically it's like sending stuff home to the Forever King and the Eternal City. You can sell a variable amount of 1 commodity to the general supply. I guess it depends on what you sell. Like if you sell a goods, you put it in the number 1 slot. If you sell a gold, you put it, yeah, I assume. Well, that's basically just to get points then, and reputation. So Draco's not going there. He's going to the forest. He wants more of these stuff. Now he's going to do a combo here as well, because now it's my turn. I'll go and get some coal, like that. And now Draco is going to bump himself, so he'll go to the forest again, which will bump his other character back. And he will save a turn like that, not having to take the guys back. Now it's my turn, and I don't want another coal. I have everything I need actually, so I'm going to build a building. So I'll go to the Zeppelin. I'll pay 3 of these influence tokens, and I'll get 5 points for that. So I'm ahead of Draco again. And now, because I want to build the kiln, I need to pay 2 bricks, which I have picked up, and 1 grain and 1 coal that I have. That means I get to put the kiln out here in my charter, in my area of the map. So let's put it there. Now I can go here to spend an influence marker to pick up 2 clay. And this is a box that I can open later on as well. So that was my action. I got the points, all that, but also the progress marker down here moves because I did the building action on the Zeppelin. So now it's Draco's turn, and now he'll go over to the market. He'll sell another piece of wood. We get a coin, and he's pulling ahead now on the reputation track up here. So he's going to really be ahead there. I don't think I can compete with him in this game on that. And it's my turn. I have to go home. Draco has to go home. And then it's my turn, and yeah, let's go here then. I'll go here and pay a influence token to get 2 clay. That's nice. Draco is going over here again. He's going to sell his other piece of wood to get another coin and another reputation as well. So he's really stacking them up over here. But that's also a timer. I mean, he's running out of actions basically. Then it's my turn. Let's see, so I need some, I go to the mine to get some ore, like that. And I mean, as you can see, it's going to evolve, so as we go, it's going to be, yeah, a lot of things are going to happen as we go and we get more and more stuff. Draco, he just need 1 more coin, so he'll go to the forest again, pick up another piece of lumber, and I'll have to go home, and Draco has to go home. And I'll go to the field to pick up a grain. It's really quick this. And Draco goes to the woodworker to sell another piece of wood to get another coin and another reputation up here. Like that. And now it's my turn. I'll head over. I've been looking at the wrong card. I don't need that. I need another. Okay, I'll go get a pumpkin. There we go. Now it's Draco's turn, and now Draco will once again visit the Charterstone. And when he does, he needs to pay 2 influence tokens, so he only has 1 left. He has to pay 4 coins, which he has. And now he gets 5 points. And he gets to open this box number 24. Now it gets exciting because this is like the second step. This is not the first starter box. So 24, let's look at the chart and see what he's getting. So 24, 67 to 76, okay? 67, first of all. '67 is a constructor. Oh, so this is a building that lets you build buildings instead of the Zeppelin. Here you will get 4 points instead of 5 though. But it's another cost. It's 2 influence markers and 3 gold instead of like 3 influence markers and what the building costed. Oh, that's interesting. Huh, cool. Okay, so Draco gets that one. And then he also gets 276. So let's see what that is. 270. And that's a decorator. So now Draco has 2 personas. So now he can choose which one he wants to play in the next game. So we'll put the, and this is it's the same girl there with the, because it's in this line. So for buildings you constructed this game, the first time you use them, gain 4 VP. This is awesome when you're going to construct a lot of buildings, then you can get a lot of points. So I assume you could sort of plan ahead so that in one game you really focus on constructing buildings and then you play her. So that's interesting. So we'll put it in the Draco box here, the green one. And then since he did that, we will also move the progress marker. We get closer to the end of the game. And yeah, that was Draco's turn. He only got 1 card. But still he got to a new, well, he got 2 cards, got the persona as well. We should read rules 29, it says. What is that? We don't have rule 29. I don't understand that. It says here when you open the box 24, it says rules. 29 and then... okay. Yeah, there are multiple ways of unlock this. Gain 1 at random under the insert. Check what they mean by that. Gain 1 at random. I'm curious what they mean about under the insert. Should I be looking here in the box under the insert? Ooh, okay. Well, I'm not going to open this now because I don't understand it, but there's stuff, there's stuff under here. That's cool. I like when they do that in games, put stuff under the insert in the box. But I don't understand if I'm doing this correctly, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to look that up before I do that, because I can do it afterwards anyway. So, Draco was opening this box, right? This goes to the archive, because it's been used. So, now it's my turn, and... alright, Doug. See you later, man. Thanks for watching. And so I am going to go home. Draco will go home. And then I will go, let's see, what is it I don't have? I don't have a steel. Okay, so I'll go grab a steel. Now I have everything I need to build my second building. And Draco... Well, you know what, Draco is realizing, I mean, the game is going to end soon, so he probably won't pull off another building. So I think, and he's ahead on the reputation. I think maybe it's time for him to actually go for the... yeah, he's going to do this. He's going to go to my kiln, and he'll pay his last influence token to get 2 clay. And now, when it's Draco's turn, we're going to move the marker since he used all of his influence tokens. So that's the game end. So he's stressing me really by doing that. But I have time enough at least to go to this Zeppelin and pay 3 influence markers to be able to build another building. And that's going to be my brick market. This is a bit stupid actually. If I build this and Draco can go here, he can sell his bricks that he has. Anyway, I'll do it. So I'll pay a pumpkin, a steel, and 2 clay. And let's see, I'll build the brick market over here. Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, it's not perfect. Anyway, and now I have the box 31 as well. So I have 2 boxes that I can open in a later game. That's exciting. So I built that, and when I build a building, I'll get 5 points, right? So I'm up to 17. This moves, which means I'll get to put a thing here, the influence thing, on the reputation track, but Draco is way ahead anyway, so I think I have to do it though. I don't think I have the option really. That's how this works. And so now it's Draco's turn, and he's of course going to go to my my brick market then and sell one of his bricks for 1 coin and 1 point. That was a bit stupid of me, baby, to, you know. Anyhow. Now it's my turn, and now I want to go... Well, I have to go home first of all. Then it's Draco, he has to go home. Then it's my turn, and let's see, what can I do? Oh yeah, and it was Draco's turn, so that means we move this up. And now it's my turn, and I think I will go to... I'll go to the kiln, pay my last influence marker to get 2 bricks as well. And then Draco's turn, this will move, and he will go once again to the brick market and sell his last brick. He'll get a coin and a point. And he's catching up to me. And now it's my turn, and now this moves over here. So this is the last turn, I guess. And what I'll do is I'll go over here, which will, for the first time, we'll get a bump. Draco goes home because I went to the building that he was in. And I'll pay a brick to get a coin and a point. So it's really, of course, very similar when you play 2-player. I think this game is much better with more players, to be honest. I mean, I am the game with more points than Draco, but then again, he will win the reputation track, so we'll see how that goes. So, the game is over, and let's head back to the rulebook to just check out what they say about that. So we have the end of the game. When the progress token advances to the space there, finish the round. Oh yeah, Draco gets another turn. Okay. Yeah, so Draco gets another turn. And I'm not sure what he can do with that, though. I'm not sure what you keep, like, from game to game. Do you keep stuff? Is it worth for him to just get some materials? I guess it is. I guess I'll just go over here, just grab a wood. We'll see how that goes when we start reading up on how to sort of go between games. So that was the game, fairly quick and easy, and it would have been a lot faster, of course, if I hadn't like explained stuff and all that. So it's really quick playing game. It gets more and more complicated, I guess, as you put out new stuff. So let's figure out what we do now, because I don't really have an idea. End of the game. The object of each game is to score the most victory points, yeah, but what do we do then? It doesn't say. Why doesn't it say what happens? This was interesting. Am I missing something here? Shouldn't it say what happens after the game is over? Oh, Salok, you're still here. How do I figure this out? Like, where do I read to figure out what happens? This is a bit weird. I mean, end of the game, it just says that the game ends when this token reaches over here. But it doesn't say, like... I mean, I need to know, like, can we keep stuff? Can we... What do we do next? Didn't I get all the stickers? Let's look through the archive. Did I miss a sticker here? What did I miss? Was it that card 29 that I didn't open? Oh, yeah, I should have pulled out card 29 earlier. That's I got confused there, but it did say on the thing there that I should have rule 29. That's rule 18. Now I'm really confused. I don't want to mess this up. Now I'm really confused. What am I missing here? There is a lot of... Was I supposed to keep pulling cards here? Is that the thing? Like when I was at card 14, was I supposed to go to card 15 in the setup? Yeah, I think this is a bit confusing. Like, to start off... Yeah, okay. You know what I missed? No, I got it, guys. The thing I missed was, it said that when you open the first... I talked about this. When we open the first box, we should have pulled out card 14. That's the thing that I missed. Because here it tells us how to build a building, which we did later on without having that card. And then this takes us to the end game. Yeah, that's the... It's my fault. Of course, I missed this. So this is rule 18. This makes all the sense in the world now. Okay, so this just tells us how to like build a building, and that we get the VP on the building down there, like the black thing, when at the end of the game for the building. So this should go in here. And then we should go to card 15. So yeah, it tells us just keep going. So rule number 18, it goes there. And then we go to card 15. And this tells us about persona cards, also, that I missed. I already knew this stuff, that you can use the persona at the start of the game. You can choose which one you want. And if you use it, you also mark it that you have used it, and then you get VPs at the end of the campaign. So you want to use all the different personas. And then we go to card 16. So yeah, this makes total sense now. Rule number 5 is going to be put in here. Oh, that's good, I figured it out. Just got that panic feeling, like, what did I miss? Rule number 5, it's about persona cards, it goes in there. Then we go to the next one. And here we have continue playing until the progress token advances. Yeah, here we go. Finish the round so that all players have taken the same number of turns. Remember, if you run out of influence tokens, you must advance the progress token at the beginning of your turn, exactly. Players will carry over all components in the personal supply from game 1 to game 2. That's awesome. So it was good for Draco to just go and pick up some wood there. Place this card at the bottom right of the game board on the guide pod slot. Then refer to the next paragraph when the final turn is taken. Okay. So this should like go down there, and then we pick it up when we end the game. After game 1, extract card 17. Place this card in the archive without removing the sticker. Okay, so now we go to card 17. And here's the end game. Here we go. Rule 26, okay. Okay, end game scoring. This is what I was looking for. In player order, gain VP for reputation and cards with that little marker there for points. So we get for the reputation, let's look up the reputation thing again, how that works. Reputation track. Player with the highest number of tokens gain 10 VP, the next one gains 7 VP, okay. So Draco gets 10, I'll get 7, basically. Uh, 27, and I'll get, okay, I'm up to, yeah, so he's taking the lead here now, of course. And then we have most victory points. Each player gains glory based on their position of the VP tract. Okay, so now we pull out card 18 and read how that glory thing works as well. So glory, measure of success in, okay. At the end of the game, gain 1 glory per 10 VP earned that game. Mark those stars on your charter chest. At the beginning of each game, every completed row of glory grants you bonuses. Oh, that's cool. It's like we get perks. Okay, really cool. So, like on my chest here, because I have 25 points, I will get 2 stars, so I can fill in here. And once I filled in all of this row, then I will get a bonus thing to start with, and then in the next game. That's really cool. It's like leveling up. So I think I will go for, I mean, it makes sense having more money, right? So I'll just put 2 stars, fill in 2 stars on my coin track there. So I'm getting closer to starting the game with the coin, or getting a coin at the start of the game. Draco is in the same situation because he only made it to 27 in points. But let's see, he has a victory because he won now, so I guess we'll, well, let's take it at one at a time. The players will mark their charter chest. Yeah, so Draco gets a victory here. There we go. Like that. That's really ugly. And he gets to fill in here. Maybe he wants to go for something else then. I think he wants to start, it's a long way, but he wants to start here where he will get an advancement card for free. That's kind of cool. He'll start working on this. Like that. And oh, now we're going to okay, so the non-winner, which is me, I get to name my own charter on the board. Well, I'll call it Mud Town since I'm doing bricks and stuff. And then the winning player, which is Draco, yeah. Now we'll name. Now we'll name everything basically. But we will name the actual village. The whole village. We'll name it later. But let's just keep it like that, I think. So we have Mud Town. Over here we have Rockville, maybe. And here we have, I don't know, do you have any name suggestions? If we go with the theme, it's coal and so on, like mines. I'll just call it Coley. Why not? Then we have here, we have like, oh, this is gonna be called Agricola for sure. Because here's like the farm stuff. And this is the forest, and of course, this is Draco's area. So like Draco. Riscando, oh. Yeah, we need we need to have it English in the chat. We're gonna understand it. I think well, you know what? Draco is gonna call it Flame Forest, which is a bit of a it could be an issue in the long run. I mean, you can't have a dragon in the forest. He's going to burn it all down, right? And here we'll just call it Pumpkin Town because that sounds funny. go down to Pumpkin Town. Alright, so there we go. We named everything. And now we take all our player pieces and carry everything over to the next game. Yeah. Then we'll take card 19. So we'll take my box here and we'll put in my meeples and my influence tokens and everything. Really easy system this, just throw it all in there. My cards, my character, my assistant will follow me as well, I assume. And my coin and my resources. And that's all set up for game number 2. That's cool. And then Draco. I think in game number 2 I'm going to try with one Atoma, just to make it a little bit more interesting, with having me and Draco and an Atoma sort of simulated. So his coins and his stuff here. And I love that you just have one player box, everything is in there, so easy. And now we need to put these in the rule book, right? So these are rules 26 and 28. And this replaces this, of course. Like that. And that was really weird. I don't care. That's the good thing about playing solo. This is rule 28. That. These goes to the archive, and we're supposed to pull out, extract card 19 from the box here. And its capacity. At the end of games 2 through 12, your capacity will determine the number of components in your personal supply that you may keep. Oh, this is cool. Discard everything else except persona cards and player pieces to the general supply. So like the first time now we could just take everything, right? But in later on we're going to need, we can increase the capacity that way also. We're going to need like to have space for stuff. So that's cool. Shows your current capacity with 1. Yeah, we only have 1 now in the beginning. So we are prepared to only keep 1 at each after game 2. And then we can increase that in different ways. And this is rule 29. And then we go to card 20. And card 20 says, it's about the guidepost, okay. The wise forever king offers guideposts to steer the village towards success. He still, actually I totally forgot about these goals in the game. None of us went for it. What was it again? Oh yeah, like this one. Nobody had that. 2 assists. No, nobody had anything on this, but we could have tried to go for that in another game. We're going to do it later on, of course. So now the guidepost offer a goal for any number of players to achieve. The current guidepost is kept face up on the board and is processed at the end of the game. Some guideposts have temporary rules for the current game. At the end of the game, any players who achieve the guidepost gains 1 glory. Okay. Among those is like experience. Among those players, the player with the most influence tokens in their personal supply reveals the option on the guidepost. Roll the Charterstone for... Okay. That's interesting. So this goes in here. We will have different goals in different games then, I guess, where we can earn experience. Card 21 is next up. Yeah, well, it looks like the Atoma is kind of rough. Okay, and now extract card 400. It's the first guidepost. And then if you're ready to play the second game, you reset the board and return to setup. but leave this card at the front of the index for the entire campaign. Okay, so this will just be here to block. And now we're going to pull out card 400, and that's the last thing we'll do for today, I guess. And I am excited to keep playing this, but I will have to take a break. And here we have 400. Have the most coins and resources. Oh, this is fun. A scratching box. I love that. So now we have a goal for the game 2. You're going to need a wealth of coins and resources to build a village, but be careful, everything in excess of your capacity must be returned to the general supply at the end of the game. Keep this card face up on the board at the end of game 2 before any of the endgame steps. Follow the guidepost rules to award glory and reveal the following options. So the goal is to have the most coins and resources. Okay, and then we scratch this, I guess. Yeah, then we scratch this. And see what we get and so on. Really cool stuff. So that's why there's a guidepost space down there. It's not supposed to put the influence markers there. Alright, so that was Charterstone. And I must say that I am really... I really like this. And I think... I mean, this was fun, but I think playing with Thomas and with other players and so on will be even more fun. That's something I really look forward to doing in the future. Thank you so much to everyone who's been watching in the chat and helping me out with in the chat and so on. If you're watching this afterwards, then I hope that you can use this video for sort of getting into your own game. There's been some spoilers, but there's so much stuff in this game, so even if you watch this, you can still have a great experience, of course, with the game. So thank you so much for watching, and I wish you all a great evening, morning, whenever you're watching this. Take care. Bye bye.